Dave Ross, I'm here with Elise Cranny. 2 mile tonight. Take us through the race. Did you have any fatigue after Tokyo?
Yeah, I think, it's definitely been hard to adjust to the time zone. I've been sleeping pretty well, but pretty tired. But I think in the last week I really came around and was really excited. It also makes it nice that it's here in Eugene, so it's nice, easy travel from Portland. But I think I felt good and was excited to get another opportunity to, race against a lot of people that I raced against in Tokyo.
So tell us about your Olympic experience in Tokyo. Was it anything like you expected? What were the COVID restrictions? How was all that?
Yeah, Chris and I were joking with each other. We were like, I don't know what we expected, but it was so much more than we expected. I don't even really know what I had in my mind. I think especially with COVID, they did a really good job. I think, when we had first heard after the trials, it kind of seemed like, oh, maybe you're not leaving your room and you're not seeing anyone. And I think they did a really good job of, being safe, and you were wearing masks all over the village, but still being able to meet other athletes in the dining hall or things like that. So I think in that regard it was really special. We would have liked to be able to explore Tokyo after we were done a bit more, but the bus rides to the stadium and stuff, I think you got a good feel of the city. All the volunteers were so kind and so incredible. So it was just all around a really great experience.
The conditions seemed like they were pretty nasty there, especially compared to Doha, where they had the air-conditioned stadium. Talk about the heat and humidity. How bad was it?
Yeah, I would say it was more the humidity. The good thing was the races were at night, so you didn't have that sun beating down on you. But I think when we were underground in the call room, it was air conditioning in there. So I think you kind of were like, oh, this isn't bad, and then you walk out and you'd be like, oh man,
it's like walking into a sauna.
Yeah. But it wasn't too bad, I would say, except until maybe the second half of the race. You definitely noticed that, and you finished and you were just dripping buckets. But I think that talking to Carissa, she was that was something that was really different about the style of the race. The race in Doha that she ran was just fast from the beginning, and this was a bit fartlicky, just because I think no one was going to go out there and run really hard from the beginning. So I think getting that experience with that type of racing was really huge.
Yeah, I guessed probably the 5K was probably worth 15 seconds, and the 10K probably worth at least 30 seconds, just because of the conditions.
Yeah. I hope so. We finished. We were like, dang, I was hoping for some sort of PR effort, because that felt whatever, maybe 14:30 would feel we would finish, and we were like,
be hard to do. I mean, if you're zapped from the humidity, definitely. Yeah. So any more races this year, or do some more
not
Diamond
sure
League stuff?
Yet. Yeah, gonna talk to Jerry, kind of sit down and figure out what a good plan is. I was just saying earlier, I feel like I learned a lot in Tokyo, and I'm pretty fired up. So if I have a couple more race opportunities to be able to keep putting that into practice, it would be exciting.
Yeah. So once the season's all said and done, I know it already seems like it's been a really long season. What are you going to do for fun, just to relax at the end of the season?
Yeah, I'm excited to relax. I feel in some ways it feels the trials, it's then you get right back into training, and even coming back from the Olympics, we were right back working out. So I feel there's a lot to be processed, and things that need to sink in, the experience that we had this summer. But I'll definitely go home for a little bit, and my best friend from high school is getting married, so that'll be a big celebration.
Very cool. All right, awesome. Well, congratulations on your race tonight.
Thank you so much.